Welcome to the Member Engaged solution by Magna 360. We start with Jane Smith. Jane Smith is a consumer who's looking for information on health insurance providers. Jane reaches out to her social networks via Twitter. When she posts her tweet, Jane writes, "Does anyone have any recommendations for health insurance providers?" Makana Health is using Radian 6 to do active listening. Here we can see general healthcare information with a breakdown of healthcare conversations over the last 60 days. We can see the demographic of male versus female in those conversations. We can see different trending keywords that are associated with those conversations, as well as the source of those conversations within social networks, like blogs, Twitter, Facebook, or even video comments. Radian 6 also provides an age demographic breakdown, as well as a river of news stream that shows active tweets that are coming through. Makana Health also has the ability to drill deeper and have active dashboards about their competitors, like Kaiser, Aetna, and Cigna. Makana also has the ability to see word clouds associated with the conversations and drill down deeper into rivers of news to see what people are actively saying about those competitors. Makana can also use Radian 6 to gauge brand sentiment for their own brand. We can see that there's a certain amount of negative and they have a large amount of positive sentiment. Makana is also using 7 active internet mentions. They're tracking whether people are tweeting as an active lead, as a rant, a rave, a product development, or fraud. We can see that Twitter is the primary source of engagement. We can even see how those tweets are coming in over time. Using the rule engine in Radian 6, we can route those tweets based on priority and category. Here we see rules configured for action required fraud, member acquisition, and brand reputation. In Service Cloud Council, we can see a list of cases created that are potential leads for health insurance. Here we can see Jane Smith's tweet, so we'll click on that. Once clicked, you can see the original tweet and then some basic information on Jane. But the information that we have on Jane is still limited at this time. We don't know her address or location or her age, but we can respond to Jane via Twitter and engage her with additional content to see if we can provide her service. From a custom publisher action, we can go ahead and do a social post. Using quick text, we'll pre-populate the content here and then select Makana Health. The content will be posted to Twitter as well as a chatter feed, so there's a history associated with Jane Smith and this particular case. Let's take a look at this from Jane's perspective. Here we see Jane's mobile phone, and then a notification from Twitter, sent from Makana Health, asking how they can help. From the tweet, Jane can click on the form to get personalized information. Before Makana can provide information if they can service Jane Smith, they need to know if she lives in an area in which they provide coverage. Jane is able to provide that information via state or zip code search, or she can use single sign-on and log in through Facebook. Using the Connect with Facebook option, Jane is able to review all the information provided, as well as answer an additional question about her plan needs. In this case, Jane is looking for an individual plan. Switching back to Salesforce Service Council, we now see more information. You can now see Jane's original tweet, and you can also see our response to her. If you go to Jane's contact record, we now have her telephone number, her date of birth, her email, and her address. You can also see that we started calculating an engagement score based on the interest that Jane has on the content that we've been providing her. We've also attached Jane to a new member campaign, as well as generated an opportunity for Jane to be a possible new member to an individual plan. Adding Jane to the customer journey, Makana has the ability to engage with her using email with the Marketing Cloud, mobile, social ads, and web. Or in this case, we set up an automation for Jane, where we can send her a welcome email. The welcome email that's sent to Jane has some basic calls of action, like downloading the app or getting more tips on health. As customers move through their journey, we gather more information on them, and then their engagement score increases over time. Here we see Lauren Boyle, whose engagement score is 80 out of 100. Engage with your customers like you never have before, using Magna 360's Member Engaged solution.